Hi, I'm Taylor Tour, and today I'm going to tell you about this amazing nonprofit that I was able to research. It is called Wilderness Volunteers, and I will share my screen with you here so you're able to see. So, Wilderness Volunteers, what is it? What do they do? Today I'm going to tell you just that and how you can get involved. They are a national nonprofit that was created in 1997. Their mission is based around the idea of giving back. So they work with public land agencies all over the United States, agencies like the National Park Service, Bureau of Land Management, the U.S. Forest Service, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services. So these agencies will get in contact with wilderness volunteers about some much needed projects that they would like help getting done, because most of these projects that they reach out for wilderness volunteers to help with are not major needs. So they are essentially put on the back burner. And because of this nonprofit, they devote their time and energy into giving back. They are a great resource for these agencies. So wilderness volunteers are the ones who have volunteered to pick up those needs and get them done. Their volunteers are the backbone to this nonprofit. They're the ones who are doing the stewardship work, getting these projects accomplished. And wilderness volunteers, they'll train their volunteers, they'll educate them in current conservation topics that are correlated to the events and jobs at hand. They will help them understand how to recreate responsibly, as well as teach them and model for them the leave no trace principles. I asked what they look for when seeking out their volunteers, and they really want people who have a willing spirit, hold a passion and joy for the outdoors, someone who wants to be there, essentially. They really stress the importance of knowing how to work in a group setting. It's one thing working on your own or working with a group for a few hours, whether you're familiar with them or not, but it takes great skill and understanding on how to work successfully as a team. Another crucial aspect that they want to ensure that those interested in volunteering know are their own physical limits and just being aware of their medical conditions. A lot of these events require some sort of physical strain, whether that be carrying a certain amount of weight during the trek, being able to hike, in various terrains, or understanding how elevation gain or loss affects your body. So they really stress the importance of putting your health first. And if you have any extreme medical conditions, it just might not be the right fit for you, because not only does it affect your well-being, but it can really delay the progress of the projects, and could prevent them from getting done. So you just want to make sure that you are the right fit for the offered jobs and projects available. The special events, they host about 30 to 35 events a year all over the United States. They split up these events into three different categories. The first is front country, which includes at least one overnight, and you will be camping either in your car or in a tent close by to your car. So everything is very close by. That doesn't mean it's not an intense or strenuous project, but just saying that those are the expectations for the front country. The second is dispersed camping, which entails a bit more hiking to be involved in both the work needed to be done as well as the spot where your camp is set up. So it's a lot more strain, I would assume. And again, it depends on the different terrain. And the last one is backpacking, which is a bit self-explanatory and does obviously involve a little bit more strain. But I'll show you in later slides how to tell which projects fall under which of these categories and how to gauge the intensity of these hikes. I interviewed with Adelicia Swerfier, and she is the program director there at Wilderness Volunteers. She got started in 2013. She volunteered for a project in Hawaii, trail building alongside a volcano, and had just incredible stories about that experience. She started doing some more service projects with them, and then in 2014, she quickly became the project leader and really liked that leadership role. So then it led her to apply and then receive the program director position in 2018, and she currently is still in that role. I asked Adelicia for some special event planning advice for students like us, and she had such great advice to share. She said staying organized is number one. It will really help keep things running smoothly and you on track. Just getting organized is really important. I think it follows the rest of these advices that she gave, with clarity. It is crucial to ask questions, be thorough, ensure that you are staying on track and you are knowing exactly what is expected from you and of you. It also helps you understand the desires and the demands better of whoever you're setting the event for. That'll just lead to further success. Communication and interpersonal communication is quite vital for a successful event as well, because you are dealing with a variety of different people that come with their own opinions, egos, personalities, etc. And you have to be able to communicate well to different dynamics. So staying in communication really helps you keep tabs on your event and how everything is coming in together, and just keeps everyone on the same page, which is vital. A work-life balance was a great suggestion as well. Adelicia talked about how her hobbies are mainly hiking and outdoor based, and sometimes she finds herself so wrapped up in work, and even though it's a great passion of hers, working where she does, she found herself getting burned out. So she started making time for hikes and outdoor activities that weren't correlated necessarily to her job. And then it was able to just renew on her days and her times off. So it's really important to make sure you're pouring into yourself and your daily life at least as much as you are into your job. So keeping yourself sane, happy, and in check is really a necessity. The last one was knowing when to take given criticism and when to leave it. She explained that there are times when people offer unnecessary advice. She said, people just love to talk. And other times, criticism can really help provide feedback on the event and give you an insight on what went well and what can help set up a future event for success. Hopefully you were a little bit interested in checking out Wilderness Volunteers. If so, there is a link that you can check out. Their website does share all of their upcoming events and projects. And on the left of the screen is an example of one of their event summaries. It tells you a little bit about what's in store, where it's at, and what to expect. At the bottom, if you see those 3 hikers, they represent how difficult or strenuous that event is. So 1 is the lowest or least difficult, while 3 is the most. So this one has 3, so it's a little bit more strenuous, and has the duration of the event. And I personally am looking forward to volunteering with them just for reasons such as learning new skills, exploring new places, and giving back to these wild spaces that really bring me such joy. So if you're interested in volunteering, but aren't able to volunteer to an event in that way, you can donate. So if you visit their website, there is an option to donate to keep their mission thriving. And if you enjoyed the pictures used in these slides, they came directly from their website. These are places they have helped restore because of their amazing volunteers. So I highly recommend you checking them out. Thank you.